Many years ago, an elderly woman lived quietly on a small farm in California. She had spent her whole life working beside her husband. Together, they once owned wide fields, grew crops, and raised animals. But after her husband's death, everything changed. Age made her weak. Her knees hurt, and every step was slow and painful. Her daughter and son-in-law now lived with her. Sadly, her daughter was no longer loving. She had become rude and impatient. Her husband was lazy and spent most of his time sleeping instead of working. Even with her weak body, the old woman tried to help around the house. But at night, she often heard whispers. "We cannot survive like this," the son-in-law said one night. His wife replied coldly, "The house should be ours. She must go." The next morning, the old woman stepped outside and froze. Her clothes, blankets, and shoes were thrown onto the dirt. Her daughter stood there with no emotion. "You can't stay here anymore," she said. With shaking hands, the old woman whispered, "This is my home." But the door was shut. She sat outside until sunset, crying quietly. What the couple did not know was that the woman and her husband had saved money for many years. She had hidden it in a small stone box near the old cattle shed. That night, she took her savings and left. She walked to a nearby village. A kind farming family recognized her and welcomed her inside. They gave her warm food, tea, and a small place to rest. The next day, she asked if land was available for purchase. It was. Using her savings, she bought a piece of land. Neighbors helped her build a simple but strong wooden house. She planted corn, raised chickens, and slowly found peace again. A young boy from nearby often helped her. He was polite, honest, and never asked for money. His kindness gave her hope. Meanwhile, her daughter and son-in-law fell deeper into poverty. They refused to work. Their house began to fall apart, weeds filled their yard, and arguments filled their days.
One day, the son-in-law went far away searching for work. He reached a beautiful farm and knocked on the door. To his shock, the old woman stood there.
He begged for work, saying he had nothing left. She agreed with one condition. "You must never tell my daughter that this farm belongs to me." He promised quickly. He worked hard every day. The old woman treated him fairly and often asked, "How is my daughter?" "She is fine," he lied. One day, the daughter secretly followed him. She entered the farm and saw her mother standing strong and calm. Anger filled her heart. "You had all this while I suffered," she shouted. The old woman replied softly, "Speak after your anger is gone." The daughter demanded money and property. The old woman gave her only a few coins and closed the door. The couple wasted that money quickly. Later, they sold their old house, believing they would inherit this farm one day. But the old woman had already decided her future. She wrote a will. "My farm shall belong to the boy who helped me when I had no one. My daughter will receive nothing." When the old woman passed away, the village honored her with respect. The daughter and her husband arrived to claim the farm, but the neighbors told them the truth. Everything now belonged to the boy. Ashamed and defeated, the couple left the village forever. Even if others push you away, you can rise again. Your worth is not decided by unkind people. Respect, patience, and hard work always win. Greed destroys. Kindness builds. Choose dignity, choose strength.